In this video, I'm going to talk about snapshot within Copilot. Now, what is a snapshot? Snapshot is basically an information which will help the developer to understand the content of the conversation and the diagnostic data while authoring or testing the Copilot. Now, this is mainly used by author or developer to troubleshoot your Copilot. Now, many times what happens is when you are building a Copilot, you may encounter a situation whereby your Copilot may not be responding correctly either because of a user error, or maybe it is not pointing to a correct data source or a knowledge source, or maybe there are some issues which is happening in the programmatic architecture of your Copilot. Now, we can get the snapshot of the Copilot. Now, snapshot is basically information. It's a format, basically in the form of JSON and YAML. Now you get two files when you download the snapshot. So there's a file called as dialog.json, and there is a file called as botcontent.yml. Now, what does dialog contains? The dialog basically it is related to topics. It is related to the conversational diagnostics. So if you want to explore the conversational diagnostic, then you need to look into the dialog.json file. It contains detailed description of the error if your bot has encountered one. Then there is a file called as botcontent.yml. Now, this is basically the composition of your Copilot. So it will contain Copilot topics, entities, variables, and other content related to your Copilot. Now, these two files, which will help you basically to troubleshoot or understand the issue which is happening within your bot. Now, how to download? So, what you can do is once you provision your Copilot, you need to test your Copilot. Once you test your Copilot, in this three dots here, you will see there is a button called as Save Snapshot. So, if you click on it, it will download a zip file, and the zip file will contain two files. One is a YAML file, and another is a JSON file. Now, what does the snapshot content contains? Okay, as I mentioned to you, it will contain YAML file and a JSON file. The YAML file, basically bot content, will contain information about the bot structure. Basically, what is the bot content? Now, if you see from a bot content.yml file, so if you see here, this is a bot content.yml file, and this file is dialog.json. Now, as I mentioned to you previously, the dialog.json file, like, let me show you this. Dialog.json file contains conversational diagnostic. It contains detailed description of error. So here in dialog.json, here you will find information about the error, about the transaction, what has happened while conversing with the user. Also, there is an option to flag an issue. Now, flag an issue is if you encounter an error and if you're not able to troubleshoot, and if you think that is somewhat product related issue, or it's kind of an intermittent issue of the product, then you can flag an issue, and then the issue information will be forwarded to Microsoft for troubleshooting, and the Microsoft support team may contact you if there is a significant amount of issue which might hinder your development process. And if it's like a kind of a P1 issue, and then if that issue is not solvable just by or maybe this issue might be happening just for your scenario, and it is not happening at a wider range, then yes, there will be some sort of communication flown between you and the product team. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to jump into the demo. So what I've done, I have already provisioned one copilot. So this copilot is named as July 1 copilot. Okay, so this is actually a copilot. This is not a classic bot. Okay, then I have another bot. Okay, so this is a classic bot. So as you see over here, July 2 is a classic bot. Okay, so I have two bot, July 1 which is a copilot, and July 2 is a classic bot. So I'm going to demonstrate you in both. Okay, so how to troubleshoot? Now first, we need to create an error, right? So I'm just gonna just close this window. What I've done ahead of time is like I went to the topic and I have created one topic called as maths loop. Okay. Now, what does this topic do? This topic is a simple topic. If you type in keyword like math loop or maths loop or arithmetic loop, what it does, it will send out a message. This is a loop, beware, and then it will redirect back to the same topic. Okay. So what happens if you redirect back to the same topic? It will again follow the same prompt, and then it will create some sort of a circular loop. Okay. And definitely that's gonna throw an error. Okay, so let's test this functionality. So if you want to test your copilot, what you need to do, you need to click on test, and then let's reset this. Okay, so I'm just resetting it, and now here the copilot is asking, is providing me a greeting. Okay, so okay, I'll just say hello, and then it will ask you how can I help you today, and then I will type in maths loop. The moment I do that, a topic will get triggered, and then it will go in a circular loop. Now, what has happened is like maths loop, it has gone. This is a loop, beware. It has given some information, and now it has gone into an error. As you see over here, this is an error. What is this error? This error is basically telling you that topic.maths loop send activity was executed more than 100 times in a row. So 100 is a cutoff limit, and then after that it will stop. This indicates a cycle in execution of the dialog, and hence dialog execution will be terminated. Okay, so take for example, if this is one kind of an issue which you have encountered, and if you want to troubleshoot that, then what you can do, you can click on three dots over here and click on save snapshot. So if you want to understand what's happening, you need to download the snapshot. When you download the snapshot, it will give you a warning. It says if your copilot is not responding the way you expect and you are unable to fix the issue by updating the copilot content, click here to download the complete copilot content and conversation diagnostic. So there'll be two things. One is conversation diagnostic and information about the copilot itself. So I'll click on save. Okay, now it will download the zip file. So I'll go into the folder. Now here I can see this is a folder. The download folder, there is a zip file. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna unzip it. So let me unzip this. I'll say extract all and extract. Now if you see this folder, it contains two files, YAML and JSON file. So I've already opened Visual Studio Code. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drag and drop this file. Excuse me. So these are a couple of files which I'm gonna open in VS Code. Okay, so let me minimize this a bit and then drag and drop. Okay, now this is the Visual Studio Code. In Visual Studio Code, I'm opening two files, dialog.json and botcontent.yml. So let's first see what is botcontent.yml. Now this file, as you see, if you scroll, let me scroll on the top. I'll just close this. Here, this will give you an information about the bot. The kind is bot definition. This is the environment ID and entity. So this is one block, entity. Then there is a component block. So there are two things, entity and component. So let's look into entity. What does the entity contains? It contains the schema name, the authentication mode, configuration. So it will give you authentication based information, what kind of AI or GPT setting being used, and what is the language this bot is defined in the entity section. Now, if you hide this entity section and open the component section, then there are so many components, right? So if I see over here belonging to the kind, there are so many dialogues, right? There is a dialogue component, there is a custom entity component, right? Now if I go into custom entity component, this is one of the custom entity which I have created, like Giri sizes. Okay, now it will give you information about the custom entity which you have created. It will give you various display name, and the what kind of entity it is, whether it's a closed list or whether it is based on regex. And if you have explored all those things, then you can just minimize this kind. Go into the dialog component. Now these are sorry, various dialogues which are dialogues means like the topic, like there is a topic named as end of conversation. So like this there will be various topics which are available which you can see in the bot content. Now, if you just type in Control F, so I'll just type in maths. Okay, then here you will find one of the display name, one of the dialog component is maths loop. Okay, so it will give you the schema name. So if you want to know the schema name of the topic, here you will find that. And then trigger question, actions, kind, and all those things you will find. So here you will get basically the structure of your Copilot. Now there is no diagnostic information in botcontent.yml. Let's go to dialog.json. Now this is a dialog.json file. Let me format this properly. So I'll just do a right click and click on format document, and then it'll format the JSON component over here. Now here again, I can minimize and see there is one node activities of type array, and then here you will see various components within the activity. So there is the activity of type message. Then if you see over here closely, then there is another message. So like this you will find all this thing. Now our issue is happening in the loop component. So if I just type in loop, here I'll see, okay, text is maths loop, and this is the locale. So if I want to know the locale, the timestamp, the time zone, the ID of that particular topic, timestamp, and all these things can be found over here. So if I just type in loop again, then you will see that the next option was, this is a loop beware. Okay, so if you see this message, this is a loop beware. So we are in the right sequence. Okay, now again going back to Copilot, the Visual Studio Code, then here I'll just find in again the loop. Then it will give you information about the topic ID, trigger ID, dialog component ID. So these are like useful information if you want to troubleshoot. Now I've just given you a simple example, but then if you are troubleshooting your Copilot, then these are some of the information which will come handy just to understand, okay, what was the issue. Now here if you see line number 649, we have pinpointed to this error. Now here there is a node called as exception. Now in this exception we have received this information, action, maths loop. This indicates a cycle in the execution. So this is the same error message which we have got over here, right? Now this will be a useful text which you can copy paste. You will get the result trace, you will get an action type. So all this information can be useful during the troubleshooting purposes. So this is how you basically take the information from this dialog.json and then troubleshoot your Copilot. Now this is was about the Copilot, right? Now what if you have a classic bot? Now in the classic bot, again here you will have a testing functionality, testing the bot. So you click over here in this button, click on test, and then from here you can click on save snapshot. Now again, same prompt. If your bot is not responding the way you expect and you're unable to fix the issue, updating the block on a click here to download the complete bot content and conversation diagnostic. So let me click on save, and what it will do, it will start downloading the file. Now this file in the classic one, it's called as dsat.zip. Okay, so if you go into this download and if I just say extract all, let's see what does this folder contain. So if I open dsat, again it will have dialog.json and botcontent.json. So let me close this. So this is dialog.json, I'll say don't save, and botcontent.yml. Now, for the classic bot, we have seen there are two JSON files. So there is no YAML file, but there are two JSON files for the classic bot. Again, right click, format document, dialog, right click, format document. And here, from a dialog perspective, I don't get much information over here because I haven't interacted with this bot. But for bot content, I will see some information. And this information again is of that similar nature, right? So if you are downloading a snapshot for a classic bot, you will get two JSON file. If you are doing it for a Copilot, then you will get one JSON and one YAML file. Again, the structure are kind of similar, I would say, so that you can, it will help you in troubleshooting the bot. Now, if you are troubleshooting and if you're not able to identify the root cause of the issue, and if you suspect that this is a product related issue, then again you need to click on this three dot and click on flag an issue. So if you click on flag an issue, what happens is, flag an issue in the conversation. If the Copilot isn't responding the way you'd expect, let us know. So information collected adheres to Microsoft privacy policy. So if you accept Microsoft privacy policy and you want to share this information with Microsoft, then yes, you can do that. This conversation ID and the timestamp will be passed. So if I click on flag issue, then this information will be flown to the product developer, right? So these are some of the ways through which you can use snapshot for troubleshooting, and you can see all the diagnostic things happening within your Copilot. Alternatively, you can make use of application insights as well, which I've already covered in a separate video. So if I click on settings, then under advanced, if your application insight resource is connected, then you can troubleshoot it further. You can actually see what's happening with your bot, which are the users, how is it behaving from a performance perspective, and if there are any infrastructure related issue which is causing an issue for the performance of Copilot. So that's it, folks. This is all about using snapshot in Copilot Studio. Thanks for watching.